How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is Jonathan. What is going on, everybody?
Welcome to a very spooky podcast. Ooh. Halloween. Well, actually, Halloween is for us today.
Yeah.
We release this on the 1st.
I forgot to put my sign out.
Dude, I did too. So we get some knocking right now? I'm like, no tico treat today.
No tico treat.
No
tico.
Dude, I'm just going to get, you know what? My wife has some like bananas. I'll just give them bananas, dude.
So
I'll be like the healthy house.
So I had an idea.
Okay.
I was telling, I was like, you know what we should go do? I was like, let's go to the store, buy some clown masks.
Okay.
You know, you see my van, right?
Yeah. Oh,
and you know how it's tinted windows?
Yes.
So it's like, let's literally just, you see the kids trick-or-treating, just put the window down slowly.
Oh my God, yes. Why didn't you tell me this before? We would have ditched the podcast. We would have done that, dude.
You understand, but I was like, you understand? We probably get the cops called on us.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, John has the definition of a raper van. Like,
yes.
You literally have a definition of it. Granted, yes. It's for work. You know, the line of work, it works.
Customers have actually told me once, they're all like, has anybody told you? She's all like, I'm glad I have my kids inside. When I pulled up to the house, they told me that.
Why don't you get a decal? Why don't you get a decal?
Okay. I used to have two magnets.
Okay.
But they were getting also in the freeway. They flew off.
Oh,
so I do want to get a decal. That same customer gave me a number. He's like, oh, you should. There's some stickers. You know, you can probably, they'll help you out with like putting some stickers on the van.
Yeah, because I mean, like, for the line of work that you do for your own boss and stuff like that, it works perfect. It works perfect.
Really I don't mind the van. Like, it's cool. You know, I do want to paint it. You know, and everything. But right now, I just work with it.
But it's legitimately the definition of a raper van.
Yes,
like it's legitimately the definition of a raper van.
I've taken 3 girls in that on dates, and they loved it. They do. But you want to know why they love it? Because I bash on it so much, so when they get in there, I'm like, that's not bad.
You know what you should do to it though? Have you okay, look for it on YouTube maybe when you go home or something. Look at like van life, where they like literally don't pay for rent and they literally live off their van.
I almost bought a van exactly just like this one, the same thing, but they had made it into a travel van. So they had like a sink, they had a little van, they had a little bed in there, and then you know it was actually oh my god, solar. Oh yeah, solar. Yeah, it had a big ass solar thing on top of the van, and I didn't get it because I'm like, I'm gonna take all this off. Yeah. You know, I was like, I'd rather equipment in there. Yeah, I was like, I'd rather have somebody that's actually gonna use it. Yeah. For that purpose. Yeah. You know, and buy it. But I think those vans, that's what they're for. This van actually has a little thing for air, like you know how you can put up the thing. It has it right there. Yeah. So dude. I don't know, man.
That's hilarious.
You can fit at least a twin bed in there.
Oh, dude, I think you could fit. Yeah,
maybe even a queen.
I think you could fill a full easy.
Yeah,
easy or full.
Yeah. People always tell me, like, oh, you should throw a bed back there.
Like, really? A full be nice and nice and tight with the person. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what? It's or a twin. Hey, you know what's a twin bed?
Put some handles up top. No, okay, let's get back on this.
All right. Well, like I said, we may get interrupted because I did not put a sign outside.
Trico 3.
About the Trico 3. So, you know, just like SmackDown, we're going to be a very spooktacular episode of the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. But let's start off with some news that we've been hearing. Well, not hearing, but I guess it's confirmed now that John Cena and Bryan will not be heading to Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel. It's official now.
Yes, and they made this clear on Monday and Tuesday when they replaced John Cena with Bobby Lashley.
Now, I wasn't paying too much attention on Monday, but what did they give the excuse?
That he didn't qualify.
That John Cena didn't qualify?
Technically. So Bobby Lashley finishes his match, and Leo Rush is like, oh, he looks at his phone. He's like, oh, we got to go back. The boss is calling us. Oh, okay. So they go, Baron Corbin's in the training room or whatever after he got beat up. And he's all like, oh, yeah. He's like, I just want to let you know. I guess he told him that, oh, I just want to thank you for the call. Because he had just, I guess they ended up beating, they beat up, oh my God, Finn Balor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's all like, and then he's like, I'm going to enter you into the tournament. He's like, wait. He's like, isn't the tournament full? He's all like, yeah, no. He's like, John Cena. He's like, oh, what happened? He's like, oh, he never qualified or something like that. He said,
okay.
You know, so that's it. That's all.
Wow.
Like, they just took him out that he never really qualified for it. Who cares? Boom, done.
And then with Daniel Bryan, the way they did it was that they both wanted to fight that day on SmackDown. You know, Shane McMahon came out. He was like, we're making it official. You guys are fighting right now in a great match, but at the end saw Daniel Bryan tapping out.
Yeah, to the calf crush.
To the calf crusher. Great match, but again, to that writes off Daniel Bryan off of Saudi Arabia, and they make him tap out. So Vince is like, I win.
And then you see Samoa Joe come through. So they literally revived that.
So they pretty much replaced the main event. Well, not it was never going to be the main event, but they pretty much replaced the WWE Championship match between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles with AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. So I mean,
you know what? This all just comes down to your own. I feel like you can say beliefs. I guess. Yeah. It's really. I guess they, John Cena and Daniel Bryan have a strong belief in whatever this is. They're going with their country. They don't want to whatever. I'm guessing that's what it is, right? This is what they're doing for that.
There's just too much negativity surrounding that country right now.
I understand John Cena because he has an outside
right. He's got an outside career now.
Career.
Yeah,
and I know that this would affect them. And trust me, decisions like this affect roles for them. You know, producers pick them for roles for certain things, and so I think,
especially in a very liberal Hollywood.
Yes. So I think that John Cena probably did make the right decision. So, and I'm sure the WWE is not gonna, I'm not saying they don't care. Yeah. But it's not like he was in a big match anyways, something that it was very important.
Roman was more important than Cena.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course. So I think I don't think it's going to bug him much. I'm sure Daniel Bryan, Vince McMahon was like, fuck this fool.
I'm getting the last laugh.
You know what I mean? Exactly. No, exactly. John Cena's like, whatever. John Cena's money, so it don't matter to, Daniel Bryan's a different story. Yeah. So when I first saw the match, I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? What's going on? But it was a good match.
Oh, it was really good. Yeah, it was a really good match.
I actually put everything down to watch the match because I was like, okay, we're never gonna see something like this.
I did too. I just didn't expect them to replace the WWE Championship match. I was like, okay, I guess we're not gonna have one.
Be anything,
I was like, okay, we're just not gonna have one. But no, man. I mean, kudos to both of them for sticking to their guns and sticking to what they believe in. Because we don't know how long Daniel Bryan signed up for him. You know what I mean? I mean, he's obviously signed a new contract with WWE. We just don't know how long it's for. So, and John Cena, I don't know what John Cena's contract status is. I'm assuming he has no contract right now.
I think he's just a free agent. They call him
just a free agent, right? Where it's just like, you know what? Maybe he's getting paid by appearance, or maybe I don't know. I don't know what his situation is. Even he said it
in Australia that he's like, I don't really know where I'm headed. This is just my home. Technically, that's what he's telling them. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's probably just a free agent or whatever, and they just call him whenever.
I'm sure he's still getting that merch money and stuff like that. All that thing is probably still the same. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if he has a guaranteed anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, but yeah, kudos to both of them.
Yeah, for sticking to the guns. That's what they believe in.
To what they believe in. So
I mean, we've talked about it. We talked about how we feel about this whole Saudi Arabia thing. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? We've made fun of it too. Hopefully they don't kill us.
For real.
Okay,
but yeah, money's money.
Yeah, money's
That's how we've talked about this whole situation. It's really just money. Vince McMahon is not going to risk the fact of all these millions and millions of dollars.
It's money, man. Unfortunately, it's money, man. I guess on a brighter note, what am I in text? Oh yeah, I forgot to turn this off. I guess on a brighter note. Of the whole Saudi Arabia thing, it looks like I'm reading a couple of articles, and it looks like maybe Renee Young may be invited to go to Crown Jewel and be part of the announce team. So,
dude, she's about to make history over history, and this is literally, and this is gonna be like not just WWE history if she goes out there.
Now, last time they went out there was so much criticism, and rightfully so. I'm gonna be honest with you. They painted Saudi Arabia as this, progressive city and or country, and and it's still so behind what it probably should be, just basic human rights, I guess you can say, you know what I mean? And to have somebody like Renee, look at that, our first visitor. Hang out real quick. All right, I'm gonna get my wife to start writing up a sign because
you're gonna start getting knocked because it just started
getting dark. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting knocked. So let me text my wife real quick. Sorry, I lost track of what I was. Can you make me a no candy sign? There you go. That way we don't get bothered. All right, where was I talking about? Oh yeah, Renee Young, right?
Yeah.
So she's about to go out there and make some history, man, and that's good. But I wonder if they're just like, they're like, hey, you know what? There's too much negativity. Let's bring a little, positivity, I guess you can say.
I have a feeling that's probably what they're trying to do,
right?
With this, I really do.
I mean, I dig it. I love the fact that she's gonna go over there, but I still think that once we get like our first women's match, I guess any progress is progress. I guess you can say. I mean, I don't want to, crap too much on them. We've crapped enough on Saudi Arabia.
For real.
I don't want to crap way too much. Hang on real quick. Jeez, I'm getting distracted.
No, but I think that it would make history, and that'd be awesome if they do. I wonder if they're trying to do this because of the whole situation. Also, they're like, okay, let's try to put something positive in here, or maybe convincing Saudi Arabia to have her come through. You know what I mean?
I guess, like you said, it's just putting some positivity in a whole negative situation. I mean, every time they mention Saudi Arabia on WWE television, it is followed by boos.
Oh yeah, have you heard the audience?
Yeah, it's followed
when they
by
say
boos.
Crown Jewel.
Yeah, they don't say Saudi Arabia. They don't say Saudi Arabia. They just say Crown Jewel. It's followed by boos because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the majority of the people probably feel, like this is not a good move. You know what I mean? Granted, like we've talked about it. We said it's money. It may be dirty money, but it's money. You know what I mean? So I mean, and that's how WWE is gonna see it. They're gonna get, they got Shawn Michaels out of retirement for that. You know what I mean? So it's money. It's money. You know what I mean? I mean, that doesn't change the fact that, there's some things that need to be changed. And hopefully this whole Renee Young thing changes some of the stuff because, I mean, I don't even know if I was going to watch it, if you want to be honest with you. Like, I didn't really care too much.
It doesn't...
it doesn't hype me up, man.
Yeah, it doesn't hype me up.
I think the first Saudi Arabia event really didn't hype me up.
Dude, my hand got stuck.
It's okay. I know. I just painted my table, so it's still a little sticky.
Stuck here.
It's all right. I think we can wipe it. Don't worry about it. But the first Saudi Arabia event, we're getting so distracted. It's Halloween, guys. Told you it was gonna be spooky.
YOLO.
The first Saudi Arabia event, I was like, okay, cool. Different country. This should be interesting. Get to feel a different, environment, different culture, and how they react to some of the people that we react to here in the States, or how we see in Canada or in the UK, which also have great reactions. And Australia had a great one too recently. But then you saw the Greatest Royal Rumble, and I was like, dude, this was lame.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it was lame.
It wasn't. Yeah, we've talked about this so many times. It wasn't that great.
No, it was super lame. And I was like, so then now I'm like, it's gonna be the same crap. And I'm like, dude, I'm not even looking forward to it. I mean, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't sound like to me, one of the things that makes WWE, especially like a pay-per-view, fun, or I guess a network special, whatever they want to call it, fun, is like the hype of the crowd, dude. Like, if the crowd can hype it up, that crowd was like we've talked about it.
The crowd.
Check out some other
it all takes off on the crowd, and it takes off, and like we talked about the whole Saudi Arabia, that nobody really was into it. So
nobody was.
But anyways,
but hopefully,
we'll see what goes, and it's this Friday actually.
It is,
and it's gonna be at 9 a.m.
West Coast at 9 a.m. Like I said, I may watch it during the weekend. I may not. I may just watch one or two matches that just interest me. I think Joe and AJ can put up a good match.
I think Joe and AJ is going to be good. It should be good. I know we're going to talk about it at the end, but
we'll talk about. We'll end up talking about it next week.
I'm pretty sure we're just going to skim through it.
Probably. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit next week. But anyways, Renee Young going there. Like I said, it's a report right now. Don't know if it's like legit, but if she's going there, I think that's great news. Definitely add some diversity to I don't know. Add some good. Renee Young's been solid.
Yeah, she's hot, good. So it's cool. Have you
WWE Evolution?
Ooh, I liked it.
Okay, so wow, I didn't even see that match. I didn't see
Which one?
This top match, Rhea Ripley versus Dakota Kai. Did I miss this?
Oh yeah, that was the NXT Women's Championship. I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
Okay.
The women's, the NXT and the Mae Young Classics were really good matches. We were about to skip through them.
Oh, this was a dark match, so this was not even televised. This is a dark match. This was just probably to get the crowd all hyped up.
Oh, okay, no, but like the NXT Championship, I think it was. I don't know. I watched like two of them. That they were awesome, bro. I almost skipped through them, and I was like, but we left them playing. Yeah, good ass matches, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna ask the Mae Young Classics.
Yeah,
is that already pre or is it actual match?
Okay, so. What do you mean, like pre-taped?
No. Because these are like a tournament.
Sure.
Like it's a real tournament, right? A real tournament, not like.
Well, I mean, wrestling's fake, but yeah, it's a real.
That's what I'm saying. It's a tournament, but like I don't know. That's what I was trying to like. I was like, okay, it's a tournament. To whoever wins is the one that gets some type of like recognition or something.
She becomes the Mae Young Classic winner.
But they ended up giving them some type of contract, no?
I think they're already signed to a contract. So I think the winner is already signed to a contract. I don't think it's like tough enough where it's like, hey, you know what, you're gonna compete and the winner, because you have to predetermine this tournament, just like the tournament for the crown jewel. You have to determine who's going to win at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But I think that I remember, at least from what I remember last year, I didn't really watch too much of the Mae Young Classic this year, but I did watch it last year, and there was a couple of girls that were not signed and they were just invited to be part of the tournament. They were part of the tournament, but they were from the get-go. They were not going to win the tournament because they were not signed under a WWE contract. And WWE only probably wants to have the winner be a signed talent.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? They don't want to.
I love the referee, bro.
The
referee. We were making fun of the referee because she's so serious. Like she was like the girl wanted to tap out, and she was like, she put her hand so close to her.
You know what? I've always done that.
She's like this, bro. She's like this. Yeah. She's like trying to.
Have you done that? Like I've done that, male or the female referee that they have, and that's cool that they got a female referee too. She's got some funny expressions.
Her
too.
Expressions, her hand movements are so.
There's some other dude referees that their expressions are hilarious. Sometimes I like spend, like if I'm bored with the match, I'll just spend the match just watching the referee.
We were laughing. We're all like, "Oh look, our favorite referee's on."
Yeah,
because like I told you, it was three of us watching it. Yeah. We were very high watching the evolution, but we enjoyed every match.
And and it's funny that you're getting like.
I'm getting friends. People. Yeah, I'm getting people.
Involved.
I have a friend of mine.
It's girls. It's your sister. That's
I had my sister watched it, and then I have a friend of mine that she says that her brothers always watched it, but she never got into it.
Yeah,
and that I've watched it with her. We watched.
And you guys watched Evolution.
We watched Evolution, but prior to that, we had watched I think SmackDown or something, and that's when she liked it. And I told her, I was like, "There's gonna be a all women's." I was like, and I'm sure it's gonna be fun to watch. It is. And then she came over. My sister came over. We watched it. I liked the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed it as well. Do you know what? I don't know if you've ever watched the NXT TakeOver pay-per-views, but it had that same feeling.
Yeah, it had a good feeling. I've watched part of them, but it's just the crowd is hyped, bro. And the crowd was hyped.
They were hot in New York.
Yeah, it was good, and I don't know. I really liked it. So we can start off with
Trish and Lita
versus
Mickie James and Alicia Fox.
So we kind of knew that oh my God, what is her name? The goddess was not going to Alexa was not going to wrestle because she got hurt. She got injured. So she came out. So it ended up being Mickie James and Alicia Fox against Trish Stratus and Lita.
Yeah.
Decent match actually. I liked it.
It started off red hot, man. It was. I feel like it was a good match to start off with.
Trish Stratus did everything. Like it was just like they were all wrestling. It wasn't kind of like when we watched Kurt Angle that one time.
Yeah,
was literally. It was good, man. They were moving. They were jumping. They were doing everything. It was a good match.
My wife and I enjoyed the pay-per-view so much, dude. It was a lot of fun. But one of the things that I remember, I was telling my wife, I was like, "Lita, don't do the backflip."
She did it, bro.
She did it perfectly, though.
But did you see how far out she was?
Yeah.
And she landed right on her. She was almost in the middle of the ring.
I was afraid for Lee. I was like, 'cause I remember when she came. I think it was the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it was botched.
I was like, oh my God. She was like inches away from breaking that neck. I was like, please don't do that again. This time it was clean. I was like, oh God.
Even Corey Graves, I don't know, the announcer said it. She was like, wait, isn't she a little too off? Like she was off, bro. She was a lot too far off from the middle.
Yeah.
So it had to be a long throw. And she fell right on her perfect, bro.
Yeah.
It was a really good match. I really liked it, even though we didn't get to see Alexa Bliss or anything. But Alicia Fox and Mickie James.
Fox did botch the end where she was supposed to break up the pin.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if you saw the referee 1, 2, and he stopped and he was like waiting for Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox goes like that.
Yeah, that was Mickie James, right? She was on top. Mickie James was pinning.
No, I think it was Trish Stratus did the Stratus faction, and she
was
pinning on Mickie James.
Okay, yeah.
She was pinning Mickie James, and then sorry, out of candy.
I did see that though. The botch of the save. But it was a good match though. He's over there putting the sign that says no candy. I used to love putting up those signs.
Yeah, dude, we're like the dicks of the neighborhood, dude.
I don't give a shit.
No candy.
I used to
Screw you kids, no candy.
I was never
They
home.
want a banana. Dude, they were so cute. The ones that interrupted us a couple of minutes, they were so cute.
I've never been home, though.
The girl was dressed up as Belle, as the princess, and he was dressed up as a Ninja Turtle. And I was like, oh,
he almost gave him $1.
Dude, I almost gave him my Pringles, dude. I think I have some like Pringles somewhere. I almost gave them to them, dude. They were so cute.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, we were
Trish Stratus, you said that Alicia Fox did the botch
she
save.
botched the save. Yeah, she botched the save.
I know, I saw that because I did see that the referee kind of stopped.
Yeah.
And then like not even maybe a second later, you see her jump.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but it was a good match
regardless
overall.
of that, though, I think that the match was really, really good.
Yes.
So Nia Jax and Ember Moon. Nia Jax won by eliminating Ember Moon. I thought this was a cool match too. The 20 women battle royal.
It was good. I like that. Oh my god, I forget these girls' names.
Okay.
Almas.
Oh, it was Zelina Vega.
Selena Vega coming in at the end.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
Dude, I was like, are they gonna make her win? But okay, so what was my prediction? My prediction was Naomi. Right? I even told my wife, dude. I was like,
you
my
did
prediction.
I don't remember what I said.
Naomi, you don't. No, I don't think you picked one. Not this. You didn't pick one.
I don't think I picked one. Yeah, I didn't think. But Nia Jax, bro.
At the end, I was like, man, maybe Tamina. It's because I was looking at it and I was like, and it's like when I was talking to my wife, I was looking at it, I was like, nah, dude. I was like, look, if they're gonna, Becky's technically a heel. She's technically a heel. Okay, Naomi makes sense. I was like, Ronda's a face. Okay, so it makes sense for like a Tamina. Because they did have Tamina out there towards the end. But then my wife was like, well, they could just kind of turn Nia heel again. I was like, oh,
no, but they have Tamina for that now.
Yeah, they have Tamina for that. But I'm just saying, like,
this is how I know Crown Jewel's not much for anybody, because I feel like Tamina and Nia Jax are gonna beef.
Yeah,
because Tamina's a face. You know how they keep doing that.
Yeah.
And
even though, a heel.
Yeah, even though there's gonna be it's gonna be Nia Jax against Ronda Rousey and Crown Jewel, and we know that
not a Crown Jewel eventually.
Wait, no, wait. Yeah. It's Survivor Series.
Not even Survivor Series. It's Becky versus Ronda at Survivor Series.
So that's what they're pushing.
That's what they're pushing right now.
They're not even pushing Nia Jax.
No, Nia Jax has a future opportunity.
It's a future opportunity. There we go. So that's what I'm saying. They're gonna feud Tamina and Nia Jax.
While Becky and
Becky.
And
I hope. I like the way Becky's doing. They're making Becky do things.
I was texting my brother and I was like, dude, Becky's the Conor McGregor of WWE.
Yes.
I was like, her shit talking
is love to hate to a lot of people. I love her regardless because I love what she's doing. But like the whole interview little thing that they had at the back saying that she's gonna see her, it was more. She was like, "Hey champ." Like that shit was badass. Bro.
Dude, she's so like cocky, but it's so good, dude. It's so good the way she's doing it. Anyways, let's keep it on Raw right now. We can give the Becky praises in a little bit.
Toni Storm defeated
Io Shirai.
This was a good match.
This is a really cool match. Dude.
I don't like Toni Storm's face. The way
expressions are weird.
We were talking about her expressions the whole match because we're like, why did she keep? She's like,
I'm so glad I wasn't the only one that noticed it, because I was looking at my wife and I was like, dude, something bugs me about Toni Storm. I was like, I don't know, like her expressions are like kind of weird. She's a freaking fantastic. She did.
It was good.
Great, dude.
It was awesome.
And they both did great. I thought this was one of the best matches of the night.
Yes.
You know what? This probably was my second favorite match of the night, even though this was probably one of the shortest matches of the night.
But it was a good
10
match,
minutes, dude.
bro.
They got 10 minutes. That was a short match.
All of them got over 10.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming these y'all should have gone over 10, but that one should have gone more. Let me see which one they could have cut. They could have cut. Oh no, they couldn't have cut the battle royal. That battle they couldn't.
Yeah, everything else is about the same.
They could have cut the Ronda and Nikki for a little bit. You know what? Why did it feel like it ended soon though?
I don't. Well, it's because Becky and Charlotte almost went for half an hour.
That's good. Yeah, they did. That's fantastic. Good for them. No, but they should have given Toni Storm and Io Shirai. They should have given 3 more minutes.
It was an awesome match.
It was.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was an awesome match.
I liked it a lot too. But yeah, so Toni Storm ends up winning the 2018 Mae Young Classic tournament.
Congratulations to Toni Storm.
She's young, man. I was telling my brother, I was like, dude, she's like the future of the women's division, I think. She's like 22.
I hate her expressions though.
Her expressions are a little weird, dude. I gotta admit that. Like her expressions were bugging me.
It's like she's taking a shit the whole time.
Her expressions were bugging me. But regardless, talent-wise, expressions aside, but talent-wise, she's
awesome.
She's freaking awesome, dude. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeated the Riot Squad. All right, this match was freaking cool, too, dude.
It was good.
And I gotta admit, though, dude, the Riot Squad is still, like, I love the Riot Squad, dude.
They're good, man. All three of them are awesome.
Dude, and I don't know why, but I think Liv Morgan shined that match, that night.
She did. I like the way she mocked, oh my God, Natalya. She mocked her. It was a good match. I'm not going to lie. Of course, we knew who was going to win. But overall, it was a good match.
I like how Corey Grace calls her the juvenile delinquent.
Oh, yeah, for Liv Morgan? She does look like it, though.
I was like, well, yeah, she's the youngest one. She does look kind of like, yeah, she looks like she'll be like the problem child.
Yeah, she looks like that.
It would be like that. So, no, I thought, oh, man, the Riot Squad just keeps impressing me, man. Give them a tag team belt for crying out loud. Give them the belts.
They're probably going to start doing this trio thing because if you see how they did the New Day.
Yeah, the New Day.
With, how they're doing
Wyatt
it right now.
Family.
Right now, what they're doing with the New Day and the Bar.
Oh, Bar.
The Bar's defending their titles with the Big Show.
With the Big Show. I guess he
as a triple threat. Yeah. So you're going to have the New Day, all of three of them in one match. Oh,
that's right. Crown Jewel, huh?
Yeah.
That one should be interesting.
Yeah.
That one should be interesting. But, what were we saying? Oh, yeah, dude, the Riot Squad, man. I freaking love the Riot Squad. I don't care what anybody says. I'm a fan of the Riot Squad.
Yes.
I think all three girls have a bright future. Definitely Ruby is obviously the one that's probably the most talented one.
Yeah.
But, dude, like, ever since, like, I've said it weeks before in our podcast, ever since Ruby went down, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan upped their game, dude. They legitimately
They both have different styles, but they're both really good. Yeah, they've gotten very good.
They've gotten so good. They've improved so much, dude. And that's like been like the craziest part. I'm like, man, like these girls have improved so much. Yeah. It's freaking cool, man. So I'm a huge fan of them, but they lost. Well, it was for nothing though, right? It was
just a match.
It was just a match. Shayna Baszler defeated Kairi Sane in a good match too. It was another for the WWE NXT Women's Championship,
and she lost it, right?
And she lost the championship. I thought it was a cool match, dude.
It was. I'm telling you, all these matches were good. I feel like all these girls gave it their all.
That elbow drop is insane, dude.
Yes.
Kyrie's insane elbow drop. They should just call it like that.
All these matches were awesome, and we get to the best match of the night.
By far, the best match, and that's there was a lot of great.
There was a lot of great matches, but I'm not gonna lie, this match shitted on all the matches. This match was awesome.
You know what? Regardless of men or women, this was match of the year candidate.
Yeah,
literally match of the year candidate in any of them.
I just want to say congrats to Becky and Charlotte for giving such a awesome match. Like I enjoyed that match all 28 and 40 seconds.
Same here, dude.
All 28 minutes and 40 seconds.
I was not bored once.
The way I like the way they took their time in the ring, to go outside to do it was a very good match, and I am glad that Becky ended up winning.
I listened to the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast a lot, and one of the things that he likes to comment about is telling the story when you're in the ring. And I think maybe that's why it caught us, because I feel like those two girls gave us a story.
Yeah.
There was a lot of emotion. There was a good beginning, a good middle, and a good ending to the whole. I really
thought Charlotte was gonna stand up at the end.
I did too.
I was like, oh shit, this is gonna keep going.
Yeah, and I was like, and I even told my wife, I was like, damn, they're gonna take the belt away from Becky. I was like, when the announce table. That's when I was like, damn, they're going to take away the belt from Becky.
Becky's doing way too good for them to take the title from her.
Oh, I agree.
The fans' reactions to Becky is priceless, and people love her. So they're not going to...
She's the most over character right now, and she's the most interesting character.
They're not going to take that belt away from her
anytime
soon. Anytime soon. This Survivor Series is going to get hyped.
Yeah.
It's going to get hyped. I'm sure Ronda's going to win, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
she is.
It's gonna get hyped. Like I feel, and it's all gonna be on Becky getting it hyped the way she does.
Oh yeah.
So I really hope that they give her time for her to go to Raw.
Yeah.
To just show up.
You know what? I'm glad it started immediately, because we got like 4 weeks, dude, of this.
So I really hope WWE. I hope y'all just let her come into Raw and do something.
Yeah.
I really do, because that's her style.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Just come in and just beat her ass out of nowhere and just leave.
And I think that's the cool thing. Like. With Becky, it looks more realistic for her to go against Ronda. You know what I mean? Like they've given Ronda, they gave her Nia, and obviously Nia looks, intimidating and stuff like that. But I guess size to size, like Becky looks the part of size to size.
Wrestling wise, I think it would be good for. I think they'll match up with Ronda a little bit.
I think so too.
Even though Becky, of course, is more experienced, she's been doing it for a while, but she has similar moves. To it, and then she did say that she's gonna break her arm. Remember, because she has the disarm her, and it's not. It's a different point of your arm, the way that you pull your shoulder. Yeah, but it's good, man. I think it's gonna be a good match, and I hope that Ronda gets prepared so that she can give a good match. Because this Nikki, going into Nikki and Ronda.
That's what I was saying. Well, yeah, we'll go into that right now. But that's what I was saying. Like, I think like size wise, Nia Jax posed a big threat. Alexa Bliss, not really. She didn't look the part to go against a Ronda. Nikki Bella did not look the part to go against a Ronda. But size to size, Becky looks the part to go against Ronda.
It's going to be a good match. I really do. Ronda's getting way better.
She is.
And I think that by the time that hits, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good match.
But this match, I loved it. Becky retained. That was even better.
Yes.
I really love
this
match.
Best match of the night, hands down. I think best match
I'm telling you, it's
all pay-per-views that I've seen in a long time.
I'm telling you, it's a match of the year candidate.
Yeah.
But easy. Top 5 easy of the whole year. Easy top 5 of the whole year. Ronda Rousey defeated Nikki Bella to retain the WWE Women's Raw Women's Championship. What did you think about this?
I was whatever, bro. I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. When I was, if I was booking this and I knew, hey, you know what? No, they want Ronda main event. I would have sandwiched Becky and Charlotte. I would have sandwiched something in between the Raw Women's main event and the SmackDown.
Not back to back.
Because that the SmackDown one was
Becky and Charlotte made them look horrible.
It looked bad. Yeah, I would have sandwiched in between that.
Maybe threw in what Nia. I mean, not Nia. What maybe the NXT Championship.
I would have thrown in the Battle Royal, dude. To be honest with you, I would have thrown in 20 Women Battle Royal. I would have done that.
Yeah, because it was long enough.
Yeah.
For people to not forget.
Right.
But kind of like, okay, that was a.
Yeah.
But no, that match just overshined
over the main event. I mean, I think even Becky said it. She was like, "We were the real main event of Evolution." And I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of true, dude." It was like, "Yeah, you guys were the real main event of Evolution." Ronda versus Nikki Bella. It wasn't horrible.
It wasn't a bad match. I'm not lying, but since we expressed how we feel about the Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair one, that's why we're disappointed because it's just like we knew that should have been the main event.
Yeah,
and we still believe that should have been the main event.
We still believe
it was a decent match, but believe it or not,
I will go to my grave believing that should have been the main event.
I liked every other match other than the main event more than the main event. I really did because I think all the other matches.
You know what, dude? I actually agree with you. I'm looking at these matches again. I had fun with the first match. I thought it was a good match. The Battle Royal was super cool, super fun. Tony Storm and Io Shirai. I thought that was the second best match of the night.
How can you not like the Battle Royal? Alundra Blaze.
When
I saw her, we had to look her up. 1984 debut.
Yeah, man. She
was like 50. She's like 50.
Yeah, she tried, man. She did
hey, bro, I'm not talking gonna lie, bro. I thought that was tight, though.
Yeah, it was cool, dude. It was really cool. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. I like that one better. Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane. That was a fantastic match too. No, yeah, you're right. I think the main event was the weakest match of the night.
Want to know why? Because other than the Battle Royal, all these other matches had good wrestling in it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. There was the NXT Championship was all like, it was awesome, bro. It was super all technical, super wrestling. Everything. Becky Lynch, we can't say nothing about that. That was a beautiful match.
Yeah.
So it's like Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know about that neither. I mean, like I said, I'm okay with the match. I think the match was okay, but it was. There are all the other matches in the card were better than that main event. And continuing on Evolution, I'm gonna say while I thoroughly enjoyed the show, I really had fun. I thought it was probably one of the better pay-per-views of the year. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of NXT TakeOver. The one thing that disappointed me was we did not get an announcement for WWE Women's Tag Team Championships.
I forgot about that.
What the hell?
I forgot about that. They didn't.
Now you see it almost on Raw and SmackDown. Now you see it. Hey, WWE Women's Tag Team. I don't know if you've seen posters. We want tag team belts. Women's tag team belts.
I haven't seen that.
They have it everywhere now because that's missing. We need it. We
there was a lot of women in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of women in there. We need the belts. I don't know what's taking them so long. This would have been a perfect opportunity to announce something like that. I think they're taking their sweet ass time. So what, is
Lita and Trish back in action or what?
Oh yeah, they wrestled in Raw too. I guess we can move on to Raw if you want. But yeah, Evolution.
I give Evolution. I'm not gonna lie. I give Evolution like an 8.
I was gonna say an 8 as well.
8.5 maybe.
I was gonna say an 8 as well.
When was the last time we've given a pay per view an 8? And we usually give them a 6.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna look into the ratings, see how it went.
The ratings, like
kind of like how many people watched the WWE.
I hope people watched it. I think it was freaking badass, dude. I mean, I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
I'm sure it was pretty hyped. It was the first ever, the first women anything. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like giving empowerment to women. You know what I mean?
Not only that, but it was a badass show.
It was a good show. They put on a show.
Yeah.
I think it was awesome, and I hope that this is an every year thing that they do.
Oh, there has to be an every year thing. Has to be. If they're gonna continue that whole Saudi Arabia crap, they better do this every year. Yeah. They do it twice a year if they have to. No, I thought it was freaking cool, dude. I enjoyed it. Anyways, let's move on to Raw. Okay, so I didn't remember watching Raw too much, dude.
Raw was all right. It started off with Baron Corbin. He had the Universal title on his shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of, not insulted, but kind of like he said something about Roman Reigns, when he comes back, blah, blah, blah. But he told
stay away from that.
No, well, he said first, I wish he's a recovery. He's like, but the wrestler, he was all like, okay. You know what I mean? But and then he gets interrupted by Brock Lesnar. And Braun Strowman interrupts right after. Power slams. He power slams Corbin 3 times, bro. But even at the 3rd time, Brock Lesnar tells him, he was all like, "Oh yeah, they're calling for you. You should do it again." So he does it again, and Brock Lesnar gives him the F5 right after.
Isn't it funny how that's the way to get a pop now, where you have to do something to Corbin?
Yeah.
Right? Like
everybody loves it.
Babyface. Everybody hates Corbin, so
everybody hates Corbin, so yeah. But it was that, and it's just hyping up the match for Crown Jewel, which is going to be Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss. Brock Lesnar.
Oh no! Finn Balor defeated Bobby Lashley by disqualification when Lio Rush interfered. Yeah, man. I don't remember the match.
Yeah, this match was all right.
It was okay.
It was a decent match, but yeah, you saw that. Oh my God, I'm
Lio
losing
Rush?
it. No.
Baron Corbin.
No.
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor is going to do the coup de grace, and then Lio Rush comes and just throws him off the top apron. And that's when they I told you that they leave, and that's when they put him into.
Oh yeah,
but I don't even think they put it on here.
Yeah, it says Baron Corbin congratulated Lashley for the loss by having him replace John Cena in the World Cup tournament.
No, there we go. That's how they put it.
And they put because reasons. Oh hell no! We're reading from an article from Up Rocks. So that was pretty funny actually. Then they announced Ronda Rousey will face Becky Lynch at Survivor Series.
I think that's when they showed the WWE, like how they do the WWE news, like the reports.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what they showed.
Okay.
The one where hey champ,
hey chomp, dude, she's so good, dude, so good. Trish Stratus, Lita, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya defeated the Riot Squad. Alicia Fox, and Mickie James.
It's kind of like a repeat. I hate when they repeat, but it was a good match.
It was a good match. It was a good match. But yeah, you're right. Like, so we get Trish and Lita again.
So that's what I'm saying. When I saw them on there, I'm
like, are they back full time?
Are they back full time? Maybe part time. Bro, they haven't lost a step. I maybe 1 or 2 steps, but they're still
okay. If they're back full time, then what the hell is WWE waiting for them to get tag team? Now for more reason. Now they need more belts. I mean, if they're back, what's taking them?
Those are the only 2 veterans that I've seen that are back. I'm like, bro, they're not old. You see, oh my God,
Undertaker?
No,
Kane.
What's her name? Another the one that's literally the same age and still wrestles. Mickie James.
Oh yeah,
she's literally I think their age, and she's. Not, bro, she throws herself. She wrestles like nothing. She's a
mom too.
She dances around these girls.
She's a mom too.
You know what I mean? And Trish, and she's a mom, country singer.
You
know what I mean? And
right,
Lita and Trish are the same, and they wrestle. You know what I mean? Like they still got it. I'm like, how I look at it, if the men wrestle up to their 45, 50 years old, why can't these women do the same? You know what I mean? I'm not saying, but I get it. It's different. Their moms, they want to do. That's why I feel like that's a lot of big thing why they retire also as well. And maybe it takes a different toll on their body.
Yeah,
you know,
it could be that. But I don't know. I mean, that's a good question.
It looks like they're hyped though. It looks like they're like, okay, maybe I can do this for another year or two while this is hyped right now with the women.
I mean, it's a really weird thing to talk about, I guess you can say, because I'm like, well, yeah, maybe
you can hit different wrong spots. You can hit
wrong spots because but it's true that when you bring it up, because I'm like, okay, well, what's the idea? Like, okay, maybe some of them want to be, you know, mothers, like you were saying, and be, you know, with their kids and stuff like that. Because it's true that you bring it up. I was like, man, Kelly left young.
All of them,
Mendes
bro.
left young.
They were like in early 30s.
Or was it Eve Torres? Eve Torres left young. Caitlyn left young. You know what I mean?
Or maybe it can be. I don't want. Let's not. We can.
Freaking AJ Lee left young.
We can have this conversation later. Or maybe when they retired, they did not see any good future for the women, and they saw different ventures to go somewhere else. Maybe, you know what? I maybe if I have a degree in this, I'll be better off there, because I don't see myself being 40, 45, 50 years old still wrestling.
And them giving us 2 minutes of wrestle.
You know what I mean? It could be something like that as well. Absolutely true. That all these women back then were like, yeah, fuck this. I don't want to
be on TV for 2 minutes.
It's kind of like a lot of wrestlers, like The Rock, Undertaker, and everybody has said how if they would have a chance, they would have done the UFC. But they didn't do it because they saw it and they're all like, oh no, this is not going to work out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that's probably the same it could be the same situation.
Yeah, I think that actually you bring up a good point. That could be it. I mean, it's true. The girls that we were just talking about, they were divas.
Yeah, they were divas.
You know, and now we saw Caitlyn come back a little bit. She came back for the Mae Young Classic. We've seen Kelly on the Royal Rumbles, on these, you know,
Tori Wilson, all these girls.
Tori Wilson.
All these women vary between 35 and maybe close to 40 years old.
Yeah.
They're still young. They all look fabulous. I don't know if all these women look amazing.
Yeah.
You know, like they haven't, you know, like Trish Stratus looks great. Lita looks great. Tori Wilson looks amazing. I think Tori Wilson looks better now than what she did back in her 20s, because she's like all about fitness now.
So is Trish Stratus. She owns a yoga studio in Toronto.
So you know what I mean? So all these women, like, I don't know. If they come back, that's awesome. I think maybe give them another year or two. Should give them a price at a title.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because they've only had Divas titles. They've never really had.
Well, they had a women's title.
They did.
They did, and then they got rid of it, and they replaced it with that dumb butterfly-looking crap. You know, it didn't even look like a title; it was a crap title.
But yeah.
But dude, AJ Lee, man, I kind of want her back, but it's not gonna happen with the whole Punk thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. But she's young. She's like our age, dude. She's like early 30s, dude.
Yeah, they're young. Oh fuck, I'm already there, huh?
Yeah,
damn,
dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Anyways,
Elias.
Let's not talk about age here.
Elias defeated Jinder Mahal. I'm telling you, man. You want to get a babyface over, you put him against Corbin or Mahal, and that's how you get him over, and that's what's going on.
So Elias is becoming a babyface.
Yeah, and he beat Jinder Mahal. But anyways, they released the Crown Jewel bracket, which will be in the first round. We'll have Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley, Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy versus The Miz, and Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. Those should be good.
They are going to be good matches.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable defeated the Authors of Pain and the Accession. Wait, what the hell? Oh, okay. It was a triple threat tag match.
I didn't watch this because I was only able to watch it on Hulu.
I didn't watch this one either, though, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Seth Rollins talked, went to the ring, talked a little bit. Dean Ambrose teased a confrontation with him, but bailed when Rollins started to come after him.
Did you see that they did not mention anything about the tag titles?
Oh, yeah.
At all? Not even one thing? Other than that they won them.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Damn, man. What's the idea there? Give it to Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Austin Payne.
They haven't vacated them, though. They're still champs. I wonder if they're going to vacate them or they're going to end up wrestling. They're going to make them wrestle and they're just going to lose them.
Just lose it? You could do that, but...
Give it to somebody.
Give it to somebody else, man. Give it some TV time. Give them belts.
Give it to the people that actually deserve it, which is what's
the Revival, dude.
Revival.
I thought the Revival deserved it, but anyways, Nia Jax defeated Ember Moon with a leg drop after distraction from Tamina. So Tamina once again is getting involved.
I'm glad Tamina's back.
Yeah. So yeah, she's getting involved, but it was an okay match. Kalisto and Lince Dorado, the Lucha House Party, defeated the Revival. Yeah, this was just a weird thing. I don't know.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't pay attention.
They beat the Revival?
Yeah.
They're good, bro. I was watching the Lucha House Party on 205 the other day. And I was watching, I don't know what his name is, the one that said the King of the Ropes.
Okay. I don't know.
Bruh. I love the I love the 205s because it's just, they're very entertaining. And just the way they fly and they do all this stuff is just awesome. And then it says right here, Lucha House Party is on Raw again. That's good for them because they're only on 205 Live.
Yeah, they are only on 205 Live
so
normally.
Cool. Maybe they needed a fill-in.
I think that's what it was. It was more feeling, which is what I got the feeling of. It felt more like a fill-in. Dolph Ziggler defeated Apollo Crews with a super kick.
Quick match.
Quick match. And then the show ended with a promo from The Undertaker and Kane.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
DX snuck up from behind and attacked, hit the switch. Shawn Michaels hit the sweet chin music on The Undertaker, but The Undertaker sat up. And they said no soul did. He stood up.
Oh, and he just looked at him. And
just looked at him. And I will see you in Crown Jewel.
Respect.
Mother effers.
Respect you get.
You get no respect. It was an okay Raw.
I didn't like the ending.
Yeah. It was okay.
I'm over the Undertaker stuff.
Yeah.
And the Kane and the DX. And I just...
I don't know. I know.
It's cool, whatever. But I'm just like, just get it over with. And
no, I definitely feel you. I definitely
just wrestle it out and let Kane go be the mayor of Knoxville. Let Undertaker let Undertaker not dye his hair anymore because we know he's all white.
his hair is all white now, gray. Nah, you know what, dude? I actually like the Undertaker look. Remember, I keep telling you, I was like, dude, one of the Undertaker looks that I like is when he's like, his hair's all black and he's got the black.
Well, I like how he looked this time. I like that vest that he has. I think it's cool. I would wear it. It makes him look intimidating because of his tattoos.
I'm telling you, man. When I was growing up, dude, he looked like the devil to me, dude, and I was like, damn, that thing's scary. And then I like when he gets that feeling again because I was like, it gets that scary feeling from him. So I was like, I like when he looks like that. I like when he looks all dark and menacing. Even if he's like 100 years old, it's okay.
It's all right. We gotta love him.
Yeah.
I'm just a hater.
You're just a hater. I think you're not a hater of the Undertaker. I think you're a hater of this feud.
Yeah, it's the feud. I'm sure if whoever listens to this, they'll probably be like, "Fuck you, Undertaker all day, bitch." And I love his brother too.
I tell you that off air. No, I think we both love the Undertaker. I agree with you.
I think it's just a feud itself.
Feud's kind of like,
This should have happened years ago.
Yeah. Let's run down SmackDown real quick because we're talking a lot today, dude. And we're getting interrupted by trick-or-treaters, so, there's also that, too. So we start off red hot right there. AJ Styles came out and said he kicked Daniel Bryan in the head on purpose. And they both want to fight right now. So then Shake Man comes out and says, screw it, you guys are fighting right now.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see that part, but I just saw that. I just saw the match start.
So that's what we talked about towards the beginning where this was a great match. It went for like 30 minutes, dude. Great match. AJ Styles,
the match was actually decently long.
Yeah.
They at least gave him that time.
Yeah. AJ Styles defeated Daniel Bryan via submission. So we also talked about that whole thing where it's like, hey, you know what? Vince's going to get the last laugh. You don't want to go to Saudi Arabia, you're going to tap out.
Yeah.
But I don't think Bryan hadn't cared, to be honest with you.
Nah. It was a good match. I'm sure he'll get his opportunity again. It just sucks. I wish that this match would have been better hyped. Maybe a different pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We already talked about the whole Bryan thing. So
yeah. And then Samoa Joe attacks Styles and Bryan from the back, which, goes and adds Samoa Joe to the main event or to the WWE Championship match at Crown Jewel. So he replaces pretty much Daniel Bryan. So it's, AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the championship. Then we get Paige, who asks Charlotte to be the captain of the SmackDown's women's team at Survivor Series. And Charlotte says she didn't think she was the woman for the job. Paige asked Charlotte to think about it and to give her an answer some other time.
Oh, yeah, because they wanted her to be the captain, but she feels that she can't because she is lost and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then she repeated something that I heard from you. I don't know what the fuck she said, to tell you the truth.
Anyways, we get the trick or street fight. Okay. So a member of the New Day is going to go up against a member of the Bar. This was freaking dope, dude.
It was good.
This was so funny. So the New Day dressed...
I forgot to text you about this.
Were you watching it live? Because I watched
it live.
I would have texted you. I normally text my brother because I was like, I know he watches it live.
No, but I watched it live at
but 8, your time. Yeah,
at
yeah.
8.
Because I have DirecTV. So you watched it local time. Yeah, I have the DirecTV, so I watched it 3 hours early.
I was like, you gotta be. What was it? The
Brood.
The Brood, bro.
Dude, Edge, Christian, and Gangrel.
That shit was awesome, bro.
First of all, I remember I was texting my brother. I was like, dude, the Brood was one of my favorite tag teams in the 90s. They were underrated, and their theme song is underrated. Their theme song is so badass too, dude. I was so happy when I saw the Brood.
That shit was hilarious.
The Brood Day.
I love the New Day, bro.
The New
Day is their characters are awesome.
I don't. They've been doing this for like 4 years, 3 years,
and it doesn't get old.
They refresh it, dude. So that's why it doesn't get old. They find a way to kind of keep things interesting and new. And I think that's very important. I think they're doing a good job. And I mean, they can easily be a group that should be booed by now.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, but they just. I don't think
doing things like they did yesterday.
Yeah,
is what keeps them alive.
Yeah, oh yeah,
it keeps them interesting.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you don't know what else they're gonna pop up with.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? They do something for every holiday too. That's what I've noticed. I'm sure they're gonna do something for Thanksgiving or something. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that's what keeps them alive. And I think the writers are doing good with their characters and everything. So
I wonder if the New Day has any input.
I think they do. They have to, because you can tell all three of them. Believe it or not, all three of them are very interesting characters. Not just their
as a group, but individually.
In persona individually.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're very good, outgoing people.
Yeah.
Like, just because I've actually seen their when they like the road trips when they drive and stuff like that. Like, they're mostly like that in real life.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm very outgoing, very goofy and stuff like that. So they must have to have some type of input into their own character. Because I know most wrestlers, like, you get to a point in your career where you can input to your character and they let you. Of course, not everything, but I'm sure
guys like Mysterio and Orton.
Yeah, they like to have more control over their character.
They have control of their character. Yeah, I'm sure that they do that. And I think the New Day is probably there as well. But, dude, I freaking love the New Day, dude. Yeah, and, awesome. I think you're right what you said. I think not only are they interesting as a group, but they're interesting as individuals, too. Sometimes I'll watch Xavier Woods' YouTube channel, the gaming channel that he has. And you get to see them kind of interact as friends in a way of the WWE, and they're just kind of the same. They're just kind of like over the top. They're funny. Yeah. They're entertaining. Yeah, it's the same thing. But anyways, it was Big E versus Cesaro. Big E defeated Cesaro. I thought this match was fun as hell, dude.
Yeah, it was a good match.
It was fun. Like, I mean, it wasn't like, it wasn't technical or blah, blah. It was fun.
It was the no disqualification.
Yeah. It was no disqualification. It was a street fight.
Yeah.
But it was a fun match, dude. I had a lot of fun with that match. It was the funnest match of the night. Yeah. The funnest match of the night. But definitely the best match of the night was the first match. What was it? Oh, yeah. So we get Shane McMahon, who gathers all the SmackDown competitors in the World Cup competition and told them that if they lose to a Raw superstar, they are no longer welcomed on SmackDown.
Yeah, so you're fired if you lose.
So if either Orton... what is it? Hardy, Mysterio, or who's the other one? Or Hardy? I said Hardy,
Mysterio, or Orton.
Hardy, Mysterio, Orton. We're missing one more, aren't we?
There's one, and Miz.
And Miz, yeah. Oh my God, I missed the Miz. And the Miz. If any one of them does not beat a Raw superstar, one of them will be fired. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know where they're gonna go with that. Maybe it just means that a SmackDown guy's gonna win it. I can see the Miz winning it.
Bro.
Well, you know what? We're on the way. Yeah. We're gonna do our predictions right now.
No, Raw's gonna win, and whatever. It's just somebody's just gonna go over to Raw.
Oh, okay.
That's all it means. I think.
I guess you could do that.
Who would go to Raw? I hope Mysterio doesn't go to Raw.
I hope Mysterio doesn't. I hope Hardy doesn't.
It's probably gonna be Orton.
I hope Orton doesn't either. I like Orton there.
The Miz just went to SmackDown. Well, maybe they are going to win then.
I'm telling you, maybe one of them's going to win.
You know what, bro? I have a feeling Mysterio might take it.
Ooh, Mysterio will be interesting.
Mysterio against Kurt Angle.
We already saw that.
We did see that. Yeah, that's true.
We'll get into Crown Jewel right now. We'll get into it. Anyways, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated R-Truth via pinfall.
I love R-Truth, bro.
Kinshasa. Dude.
This dude is underrated, brother. Even though he's older and he's wrestled for a long time, we get it. We've seen him in the past, but this dude is not 44 years old. How old the fuck he is?
Yeah, I agree. I think he's underrated.
See him, bro? Yeah. Like this was a good match.
Yeah, it was.
I love the truth, and I'm happy that they're giving him this little thing that whatever they're doing with him, that's good for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're giving him they're giving him chances, they're giving him shots at the title here and there, and that's good. And I'm not gonna lie, I hope that in the near future he can get, even if it's a small title United States reign, that'd be awesome. You know,
he's been U.S. champ before, but give it to him again. I agree with you. Yeah. I think he's an underrated talent. That's for sure. Becky Lynch cut a promo on Ronda Rousey ahead of the Survivor Series showdown. Once again, Becky dude, her promos are so good. Her promos are so good. Then we get the main event where Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio defeated The Miz and Randy Orton via pinfall, where Jeff Hardy hit the Swanton Bomb on The Miz for the victory. Orton laid out The Miz, Jeff Hardy, and Rey Mysterio with an RKO directly after the match. And Orton is left standing there as SmackDown goes off the air.
Best RKO of the night was the Mysterio one.
Mysterio one was
he caught him right in there. That shit was good.
It was really fun, dude. Yeah, this match was good too. This match was good too. The ending was cool though. I agree. I like the ending a lot. All right, Crown Jewel. We're gonna try to do our predictions pretty quickly.
Yeah, because we're not too happy about this, right? There's 3 to be determined. Oh, yeah, because of the
semis, yeah, semis and final, yeah. Okay, so we'll start with the Bar versus the New Day for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
I think the Bar are gonna keep them. I think it's time for the Bar to reign on SmackDown.
Yeah, I think the Bar is gonna keep it as well. I agree with that. The Bar will keep it. Then we're gonna do AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. What do you think?
How many times has AJ beat Samoa?
Like 3. It's still gonna be AJ.
It's gonna be AJ.
Yeah,
this is
Styles was a fill-in to be. I mean, what's his name? Joe. Joe was a fill-in, dude, because of the Daniel Bryan situation. Yeah. So there's no way that they're gonna.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be AJ.
Yeah, AJ's retaining. T-Generation X versus the Brothers of Destruction. Who do you got?
The Brothers of Destruction are gonna beat them.
I think so too, and I hope so. Then we get Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. Who do you got for the new Universal Champion?
Strowman. I think it's they're going to give Strowman this early push.
I agree with you, Strowman. So far, we both agree on the matches. Now we get to the World Cup qualifying matches, or the World Cup matches. So first match, Seth Rollins versus Bobby Lashley. What do you think?
Rollins.
I agree. I think Rollins is taking it. Kurt Angle versus Dolph Ziggler. Who do you got?
It's gonna be Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle's
gonna beat him, and then I think, and then
Seth Rollins versus Kurt Angle. Who do you got?
Seth Rollins is gonna. I think Seth Rollins is gonna.
It's going all the way.
It's going all
to
the way
the finals,
and I think it's gonna be Seth Rollins, and then Jeff Hardy and The Miz. I think The Miz is gonna beat Jeff Hardy.
I do too. Mm-hmm.
And it'll probably be fair and square, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And then Rey Mysterio and Orton. I think Rey Mysterio is gonna beat Orton. And at the end, between Rey Mysterio and The Miz, Rey Mysterio already beat The Miz, so he's gonna beat. It's gonna be Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio.
I hope so.
Rey Mysterio, since he's so fresh, they gotta take him to the finals. And I agree. And because he's known and he came back and he's been all over the world and he's this, he's that, so they have to give Rey Mysterio that. If he wins, I don't know. But it's going to be a great match because anybody that wrestles Seth Rollins is going to... Seth Rollins takes that person to the limit, and Rey Mysterio is all about it. So I think it's going to be a great match.
I'm looking at it as a fan's perspective. I want to see Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. I want to watch that. I don't think we ever have.
I don't think so neither. We've seen Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle before. I would love to see Seth Rollins versus Kurt Angle, and I think that's going to be the semifinal for Raw. Yeah. I completely think so. I think that they're not going to miss this opportunity to have Seth Rollins versus Kurt Angle. I think this could be a great match. Yeah. The SmackDown one is a little bit more iffy. I don't know. I think you're right. The Miz will beat Jeff Hardy. I think there's no question about that. I think
Jeff Hardy's been getting beaten lately.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I think the Miz will go over Jeff Hardy. The Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton, I don't know. I
see Rey Mysterio taking it. I really do.
I don't know.
And I feel like people would be upset if he loses. Well, not up there, but like us ourselves. I don't know why, because I love Randy Orton.
I do too.
But I prefer Rey Mysterio. And I would want to watch Rey Mysterio and Seth Rollins.
And I think that's where I'm heading at. I think I don't know what WWE will do, but me as a fan, yes, I would like for Rey Mysterio to advance, and then him against The Miz, and then he advances as well, so that way we can get Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio. But I could also see something like a Kurt Angle advancing all the way to the final. True. You know, I mean, if you're gonna keep the moniker the best in the world, if it's what it is, I mean, you know, Kurt Angle should be somebody who kind of gets that. I mean, we could get a Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, you know, or a Kurt Angle and Randy Orton. You know, some people that have actually been there for a long time, or even Jeff Hardy. You know, like I said, it's
well, believe it or not, all these people, except for Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins, have been there for a long time, for at least over almost 10 years.
Yeah.
The Miz is going on 10 years. Rey Mysterio has been wrestling since he was like 19.
2 years old.
Yeah. Randy Orton's been there for almost 16 years. I think that like 15 years. Like Kurt Angle's been there for I don't know how long. Jeff Hardy's been wrestling almost the same, like Rey Mysterio, almost 25, 30 years. So it's like they've been there for a long time. So that's what I'm saying. The only two newbies would be Seth Rollins. And even though Bobby Lashley has been wrestling for a while.
So has Rollins.
That's the thing. So all these people have been wrestling for a long time.
All these guys have been wrestling for at least a decade.
10, yeah, at least 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, and they try to put Bobby Lashley that he's conquered the MMA world and all this stuff. So it's like, okay, he's the best. But you know how they try to do everybody's backgrounds,
yeah,
you know, and stuff like that. So I don't know. Well, I do what I want to see: Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio, and I want Rey Mysterio to take it. But I wouldn't be mad if Seth Rollins takes it.
I wouldn't be mad who wins at the end, but I do agree that I think this is a perfect opportunity, because we're not going to see Rey Mysterio turn heel or Seth Rollins turn heel. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to get a match between two unlikely guys that are going to feud in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're both on different brands.
Yeah, they're both on different brands as well. We're not going to see them feud in the future. So why don't we just get a match in between them and, you know, friendly match there. I agree. I think
SmackDown's going to take it because I think the last time they did the rivalry, like a Survivor Series, they lost, right? So, like, technically SmackDown is, like, still the B team, like the B. So I think they should take this. And then you got Survivor Series again coming up right after. So it's going to be weird, bro, because it's kind of like still, they're trying to make it a competition.
Yeah.
And the Survivor Series is a competition as well. So I'm trying to see.
Well, Survivor Series is more direct, Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's way more like direct. This is more of a tournament, which is why it caught me off guard the way they did the bracket. I thought it was going to be tournament, but I didn't think it was going to be split up Raw and SmackDown. I thought it was going to be like, hey, okay, you know what, like Rey Mysterio first round, Rey Mysterio versus The Miz. Yeah. I mean versus Dolph Ziggler or something. You know what I mean? Just kind of like random pairings there. You know, but I didn't expect them to be kind of. Yeah.
Rey Mysterio, best in the world.
Best in the world.
Hey.
Yeah, man. That is it for our prediction.
5'6", 175 pounds.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Is that what it is?
I think so. He's 5. No. I don't.
He's shorter.
He's shorter than 5'6". No, he's 5'6".
5'6". 5'5".
I think so.
Something like that, right?
I know he's always been like 175. Like
yeah,
175, 180.
Somewhere around there.
Always been. He looks a little bigger now, but it's not fat. He looks fucking buff.
He looks way better than when he left.
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
He looks super solid.
Dude, what's up with all these 40-year-olds coming back and looking better? Like, sure, like what you mentioned. Like, Trish looks great. Freaking Tori Wilson looked great. Rey Mysterio looks freaking dope. R-Truth, we've mentioned R-Truth.
I feel like the 40s and you 30, and I've heard that. I've heard that a lot. The 40s and you 30.
It probably is, dude.
And then I don't know, man. All these 40-year-olds are like
they're killing it, man.
Yeah. And that's good, man. I wish when I hit 40, I look something like that.
Yeah, man. Well, you didn't our bag of Pringles.
Drinking this damn Starbucks that I can't finish.
Oh, jeez, John.
No, my stomach hurt. But other than that, man, I'm not really looking forward to Crown Jewel. Sorry, guys. But I do want to watch. I think I'm more excited to watch the tournament.
Me too. I think the tournament is the only thing I'll probably pay attention to. Not really the everything else I don't really care about. Yeah. And I'm with you where you know you always get spoiled by the WWE by WWE's Instagram.
For real.
I'm gonna get probably spoiled because I'm gonna be at work that day, that morning. So I'm gonna probably get spoiled. So I'm gonna be like, I don't really.
I think I'll just go back and watch the matches just to see, because I have a feeling those are gonna be the matches that are entertaining.
I think the tournament,
the tournament's gonna be the entertaining match. Hoping for a good crowd. I don't think we will. But if it's anything like the last time,
like the last time they're in Saudi Arabia, it's gonna suck, man.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. Anyways, that is it. We're ending on a depressing note.
Wow, we actually took an hour today.
It's about damn time, huh? Well, this was very...
20 different...
Dude, we talked about like a million different topics, dude. So this was a very spooktacular holiday edition. Halloween edition.
There's going to be a lot of editing, I think, though.
Oh, yeah. I had to stop a bunch of times, so there's going to be a lot of editing. Yeah, so this was a very spooktacular edition of the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike the Ghoul.
And my name is... John Dracula. Dracula John.
Make sure you guys...
I sounded Jamaican.
My name is John Dracula.
My name is John Dracula, man.
So you get high too much.
Because I watched Undercover Boss and it was like a Jamaican dude. So
I thought it was just because you were high.
Oh no, actually I'm not high right now. I just drinking the Starbucks stuff.
Nice. Make sure you guys catch us on the YouTubes, on all the YouTubes,
on
not
all
just
the
one,
Spotifys,
on all the Spotifys,
on all the Apples,
on the Apples, green ones and red ones. Catch us on all the Apple Podcasts, on all the Google Podcasts, on all the Spotifys, on all the YouTubes, on all the what the hell am I missing? Stitcher. I think we're on Stitcher now. So catch us on all the Stitches, and leave us a comment, rate us or don't, but just
for sure.
We're here. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention. I opened up an Instagram and our Twitter for us.
Oh, you did?
I did. I forgot to mention it to you.
Okay, let me know because I actually haven't got on it. I haven't checked.
I figured, I was like, you know what? I should be commenting during Raw and SmackDown and pay-per-views.
I think Instagram's going to do better for us.
Sure.
Probably.
Well, I'll hand you the password for Instagram because you'll probably Instagram it more than I would.
I'm on Instagram most of the time because I have a few other ones on there, so I'm always like commenting or stuff like that. But yeah, I think that'll probably help us. Yeah, I'll pass you the Instagram. So yeah, we're on Instagram. I think we have two different. What is the Instagram? I think it's TBA Wrestling Podcast, but it's because it allows me, and Twitter didn't allow me. Twitter allowed. TB. I think you should do Twitter because you like Twitter. So I'm gonna do Twitter. Just go bash. Yeah. Ooh, dumbass Crown Jewel couldn't even get John Cena on here. For sure I'm gonna be on Twitter. No. I think I'll take care of Twitter. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna go all out on that. I can get a little weird on there. But I'll give you the login stuff. Saudi Arabia, the king of Saudi Arabia. Duns for me, monkeys. Duns for me. Dude. Should be fun. Sounds good. So we're on there. We'll let you guys know what our handle is next week because I want to keep them the same. But Twitter and Instagram are not playing nice, where I'm just not able to keep them the same because one requires it to be shorter than the other one. So whatever. But you could search for us. We are the Below Average Wrestling Podcast on both Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook. If you guys, we might put a picture of ourselves. I don't know yet. Oh yeah, we need to. I think we need to, dude. We need to. Shout out to Rey Mysterio's face mask. The mask. I want to buy one. I do. I like the way he had that mask over that mask, and he gave it to the kid. He always does it. I know, but I like his mask. I saw it, and I was like, that mask looks awesome, all black. And then he turned to the side, and it was green. Yeah. I'm gonna have to buy one. I'm sure they're a little pricey, but I'm sure they're on WWE. Swami, dude. Oh, the Swami, yeah, that's true. I love his masks. Yeah, his masks are good. Anyways, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed your holiday. I guess Halloween's not really a holiday. Hopefully you guys enjoy the candy. Don't eat too much candy. If you do, and check if there's any what are those called? The alfileres? Like safety pins? Is there any safety pins in there? Oh, jeez. People be doing that shit, bro. Make sure you guys don't get into, raper vans like John's raper van. Just because they have candy doesn't mean it's good candy. You know what I mean? So don't get in there. But anyways, we'll catch you guys next Thursday. So hopefully you guys have a good day. We'll see you guys next week. All right, for sure.